guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 2, Episode 3. I already know that I'm probably behind on filming and editing. Well, I am behind on filming. I'm probably going to be behind on editing because this coronavirus shit is honestly crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure my school is going to get shut down and we're going to switch to all online classes for the rest of the spring semester. So I've just been dealing with getting all my stuff together, potentially moving out of my school. I mean, I'm like far away from my school. It's not easy for me to just pack up my stuff and go. So I've been having a hard time filming, editing. I'm sorry. I always make excuses, but this is like genuinely, I'm very sorry. But anyways, I do want to get into The Expanse. I'm probably going to watch Season 2, Episode 3, 4, and 5 right now. Gonna bang out a couple of episodes because I really do want to get back into it. It's been a couple of days, so let's go over what happened last episode, or like the last two, because the first two episodes were kind of clumped into one for me. So basically we found out a little bit more about the proto-molecule. It is, I don't really want to classify it as like a monster or a weapon because I don't really know what it is at this point, and I don't want to state that it's this or that it's a certain thing and then be wrong. But like right now, what I'm gonna say is that it's some type of monster. Like I feel like it has, I don't want to say that it has consciousness and that it's aware and like alive, but I feel that it kind of is, and that it kind of morphs into whatever it like surrounds it. Like that's kind of what they were saying a couple of episodes ago, that it learns by learning, something along those lines. So that thought in general scares the shit out of me. In terms of everything else, Christian right now still knows that Erin Wright is in on, or was in on, whatever happened at Phoebe Station and whatever this proto-molecule shit is, but she doesn't know what that is yet. She's not aware of, at least I don't think she is, she's not aware of what went down at Phoebe Station. That's really everything that's going on right now. The stories are kind of slowly merging, slowly combining, and I honestly cannot wait for all these characters to potentially meet up. I hope that Christian stays safe. She is like my number one right now. Oh, and Naomi, I guess my prediction / hope for the next couple of episodes is to get a little bit more of Naomi's backstory, because I feel like that's very pertinent to her motivations and her goals and whatever. And once I learn her backstory, it's going to be really interesting going back and rewatching the show, because she's had little bits of dialogue where she talks about her past, or she's like, I'm doing this because of this, but she's super vague about it. And I think that once we know her backstory, it'll all come together. So with that being said, I do want to get into episode 3. So without further ado, let's get into episode 3.
I always knew Earth would strike first. Right, Arthur?
What do you call me?
Oh, you heard me.
Not today!
Right.
Hear me, soldier? Who do we fight for? Mars! Suit up. We need to train.
So she's kind of like the alpha female. Everybody really listens to her.
Hasn't issued an official
Christian?
statement.
You haven't retaliated yet either. Our Navy might be older and slower, but the numbers are still on our side. We have enough ships to shoot theirs down. We could knock Mars out of our sky for good.
It won't end out
They're
there.
trained. They are ready to
If they
go.
continue to force their hand, sooner or later they will invade.
Earth must come first.
Y'all, this is getting intense. I feel like they underestimate the power of the Martian soldiers.
Diogo! Get these men to hold it. Under guard.
Holy shit. He sounds like Batman.
Hey, let me keep the bottle. Save for the trip. Here's how. So I'm dipped in shit right now. Oh no. The cat always gets a little jumpy when you kill people without talking it over first. Yeah, I'm sure you would have asked for permission too. Well, here's the thing.
Yikes.
You and me, we're a lot alike. But the captain, well, he's as close to righteous as it gets out here. So when you says you're out, that's just how it is.
Damn. I mean,
You keep picking fights with the wrong people.
He was in the data center, so we're going to interrogate him first. He has to know more about the protomolecule than anyone else.
Not more than Dresden.
I see the way y'all look at me. Huh? Like I don't belong here.
oh! Oh! Put him in his place. Hell yeah. I don't know what her name is, but I like her.
You're free now to do the right thing.
He won't
Dresden
though.
is gone. You don't have to answer to him anymore. If he were here, I'd thank him.
Yeah, I feel like everybody who's worked
Made me what I am today.
on the proto-molecule has a reason for wanting that mission to happen and succeed. Like, it's supposed to advance humans in some way, right? Like, kind of natural selection, but forced natural selection. Almost making them, like, able to breathe in space, like Dresden was saying. I don't know. I feel like every one of the workers who worked on the proto-molecule probably has a good reason for wanting to do it.
Can you please turn this shit up?
This is the new banger, fresh out of the arrows. Mad OPA Pirate 2. She jacked a cryptic data stream off the station we kill, but it come from arrows.
Turn it off. Those belters you're jamming to, dead or dying. Or worse.
Everyone's going to war. Earth, Mars, belt.
Never even know what you were fighting for.
You killed that guy. What you fighting for?
Yeah, Miller. Tell us.
Cut off one head. System rules you, kid. Always has.
Even more reason I choose to fight.
You know, in those inners, you figure out what's on arrows. They kill every last one of us to get it.
Us?
Belters.
Beltaloda.
I like Diogo. He's so blindly happy.
Probably transcranial magnetic hyperstimulation. Part of his temporal lobe has been effectively erased.
Which part?
The part that governs empathy.
Is his condition reversible?
Amos probably has the
How do you reach
Same
a guy
thing.
like that?
That's probably why he's asking. Right?
Colonel Johnson, I'm Christian Avasorala. There are people in my government who are willing to take us to the brink of annihilation for reasons that I still cannot fathom. But like you, I want to stop this war.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Think this is for real?
Why else should it's treason?
Yes,
She's risking her life.
I think I got something she can use.
In the hotel room where we found her, it was a wreck. In that hotel room, there was madness. She must have dragged herself like a dying animal. And she was sitting on the shower floor. Blue barnacles jutting out of her mouth, out of her body, snaking out of her hair, growing up against the walls.
The barnacles? An expression of pattern matching systems. Lattices that mimic beta sheets and expand on them. A seed crystal that requires and provides a massive amount of energy.
That's why she smashed the lights in the screens.
Right.
I know what it looks like. What was it doing? Wait. Don't go.
No,
Please, tell me! What was it doing?
come on. You gotta ask him more questions. He can provide so much information.
Have you ever talked to a pedophile? We try to ask them stuff, and they're not going to just talk about raping little kids, but if you show them pictures of kids, then they'll go on and on and on. I had a private chat with Cortazar, and Eros is his pedophilia. You were talking about stopping it, taking it away. That's why he wouldn't help you.
That's Phoebe Station. I was there. The protomolecule is the first evidence of a tree of life apart from our own. Didn't come with an instruction manual. It got out on the Anubis. I saw the results. You did. What did it do? Killed everyone aboard.
obviously. But then what? And be specific, please.
Started moving, reaching out to me. Is there anything more that I could see? We need the ship and everything on it.
The more biomass you feed it, the faster it learns, the more it changes.
So you fed it, Eros.
100,000 opportunities. We can only learn by letting it learn.
Right.
Can it be controlled?
That's what we were trying to do.
Can you control it?
I'd need my data.
How do you
And
control...
everything coming off Eros.
How do you control something
That's
like
the
that?
only way I can tell you more.
Are those people talking?
Not people. Pulses. Steady like a clock.
What?
No. Speeding up. Building.
Building what?
We're going to find out.
No. That would have been perfect time to end the episode since they love their cliffhangers.
I take it this means you know where you want to go?
Eros. Something real bad is going on down there.
Yeah, we know.
And you know we have to destroy it.
Miller's hair's looking fresh.
I know that you know Dresden was going to get away with it. And I didn't kill him because he was crazy. I killed him because he was making sense.
Oh, yikes.
Any idea how we can take out a whole asteroid?
Yeah. With that.
Oh, shit. That was what he was looking at before. Right? That's the end. Damn it. Okay. Alright. So my camera is about to die, so I can't really talk a lot. But what I will say is that we got a little bit more information from the prisoner that Amos and Holden were talking to this episode. Actually, a lot more information. We kind of have known that this protomolecule is alive, so to speak, and that maybe the people who were killed by it aren't really dead. It learns by learning, it adapts, and it takes the people that it's killed, the biomass, the guy was saying, and that is what helps it grow stronger. So on Anubis, it had nobody to take in and really adapt and change, and it had nobody to survive off of, so it was starving. It was literally freezing, the guy said, and starving. So it feeds off of biomass. That's all we really know as of right now. We don't really know what the purpose of it was. Dresden was talking, and he was saying that the research and the experiment that is happening with the protomolecule will help humans advance. It will help humans. The purpose that it was created was for humans, was for human development and enhancement. Is it supposed to make humans superhuman, able to breathe in space, able to do this, and that? I don't know how it would accomplish that and when it would accomplish that, how long it would take, because we don't really know how this protomolecule really works. All we've seen is that it kills people. It infects them and it takes them and it kills them. We have not seen advancement in any aspect of the human race as of right now. But also, this is like the very beginning stages of its development, I guess. They don't know. Even the scientists don't know what it could do. They only know the potential of what it could do. So they're very much in the beginning stages of this experiment, which is very concerning, considering that all they're doing right now is killing people. And so the immediate concern right now is why are these people being killed? And if it's not for a good reason, then this experiment needs to be shut down. So that's Miller's immediate concern. That's why he killed Dresden. And I didn't understand it at first because I was like, you can get more information out of him than, alive than dead. Why would you kill him? Why would you kill him if you can get the names of everybody? You can understand what this protomolecule is. But I guess they've been getting information regardless of Dresden. He was the main head, or one of the main heads. Cut off one of the main heads, and interesting quote this episode that Miller actually said was, I didn't kill him because, what did he say? He was like, I killed him because he was making sense. That's what I remember from that quote. And that was really interesting to me because maybe this whole experiment, with that line of that quote that Miller just said, maybe we're supposed to question if the protomolecule is a good thing, if it's a good experiment. I don't know. maybe the motivations behind certain people doing it aren't the best. Maybe the reasons that people want it to happen aren't the best. Like Julie's dad, I don't know why he wants it to happen. Maybe to use it as a weapon. I don't know. Maybe people's motivations are corrupt, but maybe certain people's motivations aren't corrupt. Like we saw with the prisoner, he's clearly had a shitty life. So maybe the reason that he's joined this, like, experiment with the proto-molecule is he has good reason. Maybe he has good reason. And maybe other people have good reasons too. Maybe they're just scientists who genuinely want to improve the human race, but then again, maybe they're scientists who are trying to create a weapon to destroy it, or that could destroy it. So I feel like these are the questions that I should be asking at this point in the show, and right now, like, they're the main questions that I should be asking. What implications does this proto-molecule have for the war to come between Earth and Mars? Because it's happening. I mean, we saw Gunny. I don't know what her name is. I'm not sure what her actual name is. If it's Gunny, they haven't said her real name, but I feel like Gunny is maybe just like her rank. But they said, or she specifically really wants this war to happen. She's very patriotic, very Martian. She stands for Martian rights. So she really wants this fight to happen, this war to happen. And I was saying, I don't know, the Earthers, Aaron Wright specifically, was underestimating the Martians. They look pretty strong and they have pretty advanced technology. And if the military operations happen in Mars, wouldn't that mean that their military is significant? Even if they're outnumbered by the Earth Navy, their technology could, one person could equal 10 for the Earth Navy. So I don't know. What I do want to see is some type of battle happen, maybe not a huge battle that will end in the destruction of, I don't want to see Luna go. I don't want to see the moon get destroyed, because that is where Christian's family are, right? I don't want to see anything bad happen to Christian. I'm just putting that out there in the universe. I know that these episodes, I can't change anything that is going to happen, but I'm putting it out there. I don't want anything bad to happen to Christian or her family. She deserves every single bit of happiness that this universe has to offer, because she is just so amazing. So, speaking of Christian, she did get to, I thought that she was going to talk to Fred Johnson, but she just transmitted a message, which seems a little bit more risky, because that is something that it was recorded and exists and then sent off somewhere. So it's not like with a video chat, yes, you can maybe record that, but it's more immediate. You could hop on, say your spiel, hop off, goodbye. But she sent it out to Fred Johnson and he believed her. So hopefully some type of alliance happens there. I think Christian genuinely wants the best, what is best for Earth, and she knows that Aaron Wright is corrupt, and a lot of other officials in the UN are very corrupt, and she is slowly and stealthily taking them down one by one. She hasn't taken anybody down yet, but I know that her strategies of she's not playing all of her cards right now, which is really good. She's gathering the necessary tools, aka Fred Johnson, that she needs in order to tackle this problem. So kudos to Christian. I think that she's going to be successful in her endeavors. In terms of everything else, I really think that that's it. In terms of everybody's motivations, what's going on with the proto-molecule, everything with that. I think Miller is a lot of these characters are super interesting, and they give these really interesting looks, vague looks. Even Alex this episode, I was like, what is his story? What is his actual story? We know that he's from Texas, right? And he from Texas and Mars. So he has this weird Texas, he was raised on Mars. He's a Martian, but he has this Texan accent. It's just, it's a very odd mix of where he's from, but we don't really know a super lot about his backstory. We know that he has a picture of his son and wife that he takes whenever they go on these excursions, or he just holds it with him all the time. We don't really know a lot about Naomi's backstory. We know a little bit about Holden's backstory. We know that he has a lot of parents and that he's not genetically modified, genetically made. He was made from a mixture of a lot of DNA. So he's kind of advanced. We don't know, we barely know anything about Amos. We know that he grew up in the slums, so he might have had a shitty childhood. He keeps talking, he has a thing, no, he doesn't have a thing for children, but he has sympathies towards them because of possibly maybe what happened to him as a kid. Even this episode, he was talking about pedophilia, which makes me think that maybe something happened to him as a kid. I hope that they delve into that a little bit more. I think that Amos and Naomi probably had the most interesting backstories of everybody on the Rossi. So I look forward to seeing a little bit more of their backstories and how that translates into their actions in the present day. So with that being said, I'm going to charge up my camera and get started on episode 4 and 5. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 4. All right, bye guys.